Yep. What's the deal, everybody? What's the deal? Yeah, building the audience. It says you're live. We're building the audience for you. I'm just waiting to see myself. Y'all know how we do. 18 people up in here so far. That's what I'm talking about. All right, everybody up in here. That's right. Go ahead and rack them on. Rack on the numbers, man. Tell everybody your favorite person, Tell everybody it's your favorite person in the building. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, your boy Spoken is up in here. Let's see how many people come up in here. Oh, I see some mad faces. I see some happy faces or whatever. Somebody really spamming the hell out of that mad face right now. So whoever doing that, you full of shit. All right, peace, everybody. Peace. You haven't live in a while. Yeah. I was actually on here last week. For those of you that don't know, y'all can go back and check on SpokenReasonsTV.com. So for those of you that don't know, anytime I do live streaming, it'll be on my second channel, SpokenReasonsTV.com. I'm trying to get a little schedule going, you know what I'm saying? Trying to make sure that everybody knows my schedule and what's going on. So we're going to make sure that we keep y'all informed of what's going on for what I'm doing and where I'm dropping things. So, so you be killing with your videos. I really appreciate that. What's good? Long time don't see. You right. Been a while, right? Oh, dang. Look at Trish up in the building. That's right. You're totally amazing. I really appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah, man. So y'all know what's going on. So what everybody up in here doing? What everybody up in here talking about? Been down since the first video. Dang, that's love right there. Say welcome back, FCHW. You right. Thank you, man. Y'all showing love, man. Golly, bro, y'all showing love up in the building. Boy, I love that. Okay. I like that. All positive energy in the building. I really like that, man. It's good to see that my audience has matured and grown over the years. You know what I'm saying? You say you're eating what you're eating on. It's good to see that everybody has matured and grown over the years. You know what I'm saying? It's 2016. We got some things up in the works, like always. As y'all know, I'm always enjoying just being myself, being a person, being a father. You know what I'm saying? Being the best person that I can be in the image of the Most High. So that's where I'm at with it. And, health is wealth. Everybody should know that. If you ain't eating right, you ain't doing nothing right. So the first initial step that you need to do first is make sure that you keep your heart to the Most High. If you don't believe in that, at least eat right. Once you eat right, then everything else will start to, go on down the right yellow brick road path in your life. So make sure you eat right. When you put all the right things in your body, then things will start coming back to you. Eat to live, don't live to eat. All right? Eat to live, don't live to eat, in the words of Dr. Sabi. So, y'all know what's going on. Yeah, y'all we talking about, dang, who over here tearing them up? So what y'all wanna get into? I mean, I've been putting up some videos over the past couple months or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Y'all gotta go check them out. I can't help who's not getting anything to their phones. I don't know what they did to my YouTube. I don't know if they hit the button over there, but I be getting a lot of people that be hitting me up in the text, be telling me that they don't be getting my notifications when I be uploading a movie. Uploading a video. I saw a movie in the comments. But yeah, I be getting a lot of those things. Even on my Facebook too, man. My junk almost at 1 million or whatever. But but it's been an older type of Facebook page for a while. I had this Facebook page since 2010, something like that. So you know how we do. Please come to Dallas. Yeah. I gotta make it out there. I gotta go to Dallas. I got a show in Los Angeles on September 7th. So for all my people that's around the area, in the LA area, make sure you go out there and check me out. It's an all-white party, all-white poetry event. I want y'all to check that out. I'm still trying to get all the other dates into works right now. I got different schools hitting me up. You know what I'm saying? FIU hit me up. University of Kentucky, they hit me up. But these are TBDs, to be determined. So it's not locked in. I'm just telling y'all what's going on. So these aren't confirmed. I really don't even like talking about stuff that's not really confirmed at the moment. But you know what I'm saying? That's what's going on. If you want to know, somebody said what happened to love and friendship. It's not love and friendship, it's sex and friendship. What happened with sex and friendship was I got the money and I kept it, and then I decided that I was going to fund the rest myself. So now I'm in funding process, trying to save up to do all of that. So I don't really want to ask for no more money from y'all as far as that part, as far as sex and friendship, because I feel like whoever donated, they did their part, and I'm not the type of person that like to ask for a lot of things when it comes to my people. So that's the real reason why I'm not really putting it back out there and going hard for it. As far as the public, I'll handle the rest on my own. So, you know, whenever the rest of the funds start coming together, I'll do it like that. But y'all stay tuned to it. So it's still in the works. It never stopped. I just don't like to really let people know what's going on in the process because, you know, nobody really wants to hear that. They want to hear the end results. But I do understand that there are people out there that did contribute that want to know what's going on. And some of those people, a lot of those people, they got emails. They got thank you emails and, you know, follow-ups, so and stuff like that. So for all the people who contributed to the Sex and Friendship, I respect y'all a lot for, you know, doing your part. And also, shout out to everybody who's been showing love to Corin Gaines' two kids, Cody and Carson. I put up a fundraiser.com campaign probably a week or two ago, stating that, you know, I wanted Melanoid Empowerment to go towards the kids, the Corinne Gaines. Whether you agreed with what she did or not, it's not about that. It's about the baby. So I put that up there. So, you know what I'm saying? If y'all want to still keep contributing to the campaign, it's still up. You can either go on my website, SpokenReasonsTV.com, and hit the support tab, and it'll take you right there. Or you can just go to fundraiser.com and just type in a future for Cody and Carson with a Y and a K at the beginning. So you can do it like that. But I have been on the spoken word tip kind of heavily right now. I'm prepping up for everybody that's trying to book me to get me out there to your shows, to your events and stuff like that. So I'm still in it. Somebody asked me, was I still working with All Def Digital? No, I left All Def Digital in October of last year. I was there for 3 years. I think I was there for 3 years. Yeah. So now Spoken is on his own. And Spoken has always been independent, just to let everybody know. But for a while, I felt like that. For a while, I really wasn't independent as far as my time, because my time was being consumed by Hollywood and other influences that people felt was the right move for me. And that really wasn't the big picture. The big picture is what I want to do and what my goals and aspirations are. And when you start to invite too many people inside of your circle, you know what's going on, that can kind of be detrimental to your success, because everybody's going to want something from you, and you have to be mindful of what that something is. And sometimes that something is not always something that could be beneficial to your life. So that's something that you know, that we all live and learn. I've definitely learned my lesson when it comes to stuff like that. So now I'm on my own, you know, doing my damn thing without all the pressure and all the influences hanging over my shoulders. So this is the Spoken. If I had to pick a time back then, a year that I could compare this to, I would have to compare this to 2010. Right now I feel like I'm on my 2010 shit, like right before everything started like popping off and stuff like that. I've been doing it, because in 2010 I was nothing new to entertainment. I was doing it around 2007, 2008. But you know, I had you know, seasonal experiences, just being on stage and stuff like that, doing shows. So that kind of helped prep me and help prep me up for, you know, the mainstream media and entertainment, and you know, knowing how to handle a journey with, you know, fans like you, supporters like you guys. So I really appreciate y'all for hanging in there, supporting your brother. You know what I'm saying? It really means a lot to me. And you know, it's all about building that strong base. So for everybody that don't know, I will be doing youth streams on here at least once a week. At least once a week. I can't say what day out the week I'll be doing it, but I do prefer on the weekdays. It'll most likely go down. Probably be around in between like 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. You know what I'm saying? So right now it's 9:45 Eastern. So everybody going to hear and see this again. So this is going to be on SpokenReasonsTV.com for those of you that don't know. Yeah. So y'all know. So y'all know what's going on. Just want to keep y'all updated. You feels me? You feels me? So what else y'all got? What else y'all talking about? The Heat Part 2. I don't think there's going to be a Heat Part 2. And if they do got it going on, I haven't heard anything about it. They say, whatever you do, man, I'm going to support it. I really appreciate that. Really, really appreciate that. Yeah. Now, y'all really don't know how much that really mean to me, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real, for real. And shout out to all my spoken word lovers out there, too. Shout out to all my poetry lovers. And if you've never been to one of a spoken word shows ever in your life, then you got to go to one, at least mine. So when I go to a city near you, you got to make sure you got to show up. You want to see another grandpa skit? You want to see another adopted white girl? Those things cost money like a motherfucker. But we're going to get it done. We're definitely going to get it done. Yeah. What have I been up to? I've been busy being a father. That's what I've been doing. I've been busy being a father and been busy, you know, maintaining my independent structure. I miss the old videos on YouTube, and that's why they call old videos. That's why they call old videos. You gotta miss them. I gotta change. People gotta change. Say hello. So what are we talking about? We're talking about whatever that you want to talk about. All you gotta do is drop some things on here, and I can respond back to you. They say come to Memphis. I got some things lined up in Memphis too. I got a boy out there. He's supposed to be trying to get my venue locked in. Now, everybody out there, too, if you want to get me to a city near you, I know some of you are probably in, you know, school or whatever. Hit up all your advisors, all your, you know, all your people in your Black Student Union, people that got events going on at churches, all that, man. Hit me up, SpokenReasonsTV.com, SpokenReasons@gmail.com. Somebody get back to you. I'm still out on the road booking and doing all other kinds of stuff like that. So, you know, right now I'm all about this part of my career is all about reaching the people who's really there. All right, reaching the people who's really there, because comedy is one of those type of platforms that people, they'll poke their head in and they'll poke their head out. And I understand that I have a young fan base. A lot of my fans, a lot of my supporters are in between, you know, either in high school all the way up to about 30 years old. I'm gonna say 32, 33 at the most. And you know what I'm saying, I understand that people, they grow with you. And I'm 27 years old, so I know that, you know, I'm a little bit ahead of my youthful years, and I have to be mindful of that. But shout out to everybody out there, to all my conscious supporters out there that know what time it is out here, and that's always striving to be better each and every day. So I want to touch all of y'all. I want to touch the streets. I want to make sure that everybody who's been supporting me for a long time, y'all continue to support, and that you know what I'm saying, that I got y'all back. Just hoping that y'all got my back. Just know that it all comes with empowerment. You know what I'm saying? Empowerment is a big key word when it comes to you know what I'm saying, supporting the people who you really got love for. It says, so since your father now, reflect on your Amber Cole video. How has that changed with fatherhood? Well, one, I don't have a daughter, I have a son. And two, I don't really call women bitches like that no more. Especially black women. I don't call black women bitches. You know what I mean? Now it might be a time where I'm around the house and I might say, you know, what the fuck is this bitch thinking? But it's not in a way where I'm you know, calling her out of her name specifically. That's not what I generally mean by that. But I don't call women bitches no more. You know what I mean? I don't really go hard in the paint, calling people hoes and be so quick to say all that. Now, don't get it twisted. I will correct you where you're wrong at. If you out here slipping and stuff like that, I will step up to the plate and tell you where you're going wrong at, and I don't mind calling you out. But it's not so harsh now. I feel like my vocabulary is a lot more broadened, and you know what I'm saying, and I can actually decipher on what's immature and what's not. And then too, you gotta understand too, during the time when I was talking around like 2010, 2011, I'm still a young 20-something-year-old male. So remember, just like in the words of a lot of people would say, especially I heard David Banner say it recently, you're gonna be a contradiction. You're gonna contradict yourself. All right. So some of the things that you say back in the day, people, they'll hold you accountable to the things that you say, and that's okay. That's all fine and dandy. But just understand that the people that you're following, one, you're not supposed to be following anyone. You're supposed to be listening to what they're saying and taking what they say as far as the message and apply it to your life, if it only makes sense, if it's logical. But if it's not, then I would say, go to somebody else who can quench your thirst when it comes to knowledge and empowerment. So I feel like that's where I kind of got better over the years when it comes to things like that. So I don't really go hard in the paint over my women in general. But, you know what I'm saying? If I got you, I got you. And I get on these sorry-ass niggas, too, at the same time. I just watch my choice of words. My choice of words means a lot to me now. I mean, it meant a lot to me then, too. But now it's all about, just giving back a little bit more than what I did before. Because I'm a huge giver. I believe in supporting people who are in need all the time. And I have my target audience. Mine is mainly at-risk kids and stuff like that. But I've gotten better at just calling people up now, just seeing how they doing. Sometimes you gotta call people up, just seeing how they doing, man. I've been reaching out to people back in the messages and and emails and phone calls, just checking up on people. Sometimes you can forget about somebody just closest to you, like your mom or your brother or your sister or something like that. So if you got somebody close to you in your life right now, you love them, make sure you tell them that you love them and that you appreciate them, because it's nothing more dissatisfying when you gotta look at a person who you really love in a casket and they ain't here no more, and you didn't get everything out what you were supposed to give them while they were living. So you gotta make somebody smell the roses while they living, man. What's up, John? My top lip over here peeling and shit. Yeah, and we're gonna find ways too to get people blocked in here too. Do you think the state of Black Hollywood is improving? No, I don't think it's improving. I mean, I think it's improving on a social media level. As far as industry wise, I don't think that it's improving. If you want to talk about, I mean, it's still one nigga at a time. And that's what everybody don't understand. It's still one nigga at a time. Everybody expect for everybody to blow up overnight and be in all these movies and stuff like that. Well, what they don't understand is black people don't run Hollywood. Black people don't run the cameras. They don't run the studios. They don't call the shots as far as all the financing and the budgeting of the movies. We don't have no say so on set. All we're hired for is just to go in there and do our job and go home. And then a lot of times when we do these projects that the people in the dominant society have put there for us and placed there for us, what we have to realize is that when people from the outside looking in, when they see you on television, they think that you're getting royalty checks and stuff all the time just because they see you on television. So what it really is, what social media has become, especially black entertainment, black Hollywood, what it has become, it's been lynching a lot of people who self-made on the internet. You know what I'm saying? So say, for example, you may see somebody who has like 2 million followers on Instagram or Facebook or on YouTube or something like that. And what it's doing is so many people love them and they gravitate to this one person, and then you hear about them having a success story or something like that, and then you wonder why they're not in different movies and things. Well, that doesn't mean that they're not auditioning, because people like me are still auditioning. I just got finished auditioning for something, you know what I'm saying, that's a huge role that one of my boys just ended up booking for, and I had to call him and tell him congratulations. But at the same time, what you have to understand is they're just like job interviews. Just like you go on jobs and you hope and pray that somebody give you a job, then, you know what I'm saying, then you'll end up getting a job. Probably and probably not, depending on how that person who's interviewing you feels. And, you know, usually black people, we don't have any ties unless you know someone in like a supervisor position. And even though the supervisor may be in a supervisor position, and even though you may know them, that doesn't mean that they call all the shots. So what I'm trying to say is, in a whole nutshell, the people who you see online, as far as, you know, black people, I feel like us as a whole, we're becoming bigger and we're becoming more independent because we have our own success. But at the same time, we have to continue to build our own success because we can't wait for a handout. And that's why people aren't understanding what's going on with all these different people that's popping off, expecting them to, you know, rise to the next level, but not understanding that it's a process, and Hollywood is one nigga at a time. That's how it goes. So that's how it goes. So I exactly know what's going on, and I know how it works, and it takes time. You know what I mean? Like, it took time for Jamie Foxx to pop off. Like, Jamie Foxx didn't pop off right away. He was doing In Living Color, was still doing stand-up and all the other stuff. And, you know, they say it take 10 good years for you to really make your true breaking. And I'm at my year number 8. I'm at year number 8 for me. I started in 2008, and it's 2000. I started in 2008, and it's 2016. So my 10 years is coming up in about 2 more years. But technically, to everybody else online, I started in 2010, 2011. So, you know, you can look at it that way too. You make a funny video. Can you make a funny video? Go look on my YouTube. I got some stuff up. I'm still putting some things up. Hello, you look so young with so much wisdom. I'm only 27 years old, but I feel like I'm at the right age where I'm supposed to be speaking like this. I've always been like this. That's what people don't understand. And you got people that come in here saying, oh, say something funny. I'll say something funny whenever I feel like it's something funny to say. Or, you know, and a lot of times I'm only just saying real shit. And that's why a lot of people fuck with me. So I'm all about building my ground base, man. I'm still sticking to the people that still stuck by my side from day one. And that's what I'm in it for, you know what I mean? So from then on, I already know things are going to trigger, because the internet, sad to say, and even people, is the dick riding wave. You know what I'm saying? They jump from one dick to the next dick to the next dick. That's how they do things. So what you got to understand is, you know, who are you and what are you doing it for? You can have followers, but how many followers are you impacting? You know what I'm saying? How many people are going to really think about you when you pass on? Do you have substance in your content? Because if you don't, then you'll just be a person who getting the money now and be here today and be gone tomorrow. So you know what I'm saying? Always make sure that you put real substance in your content. Because if you don't, then, you know, it will come back and bite you in the ass. Yeah, you definitely got to help people. You know what I mean? Yeah. Are you going to be back on the Real Husbands of Hollywood? I have no idea. They got to call me. You know what I'm saying? Those are all phone calls. The baby's doing fine. My son is fine. Do you ever miss doing YouTube skits? I'm still doing them now. Like, how many of y'all saw the climax? How many of y'all saw the friend zone? How many of y'all saw hit you where it hurts? I'm still doing some or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I'm still living. You know what I'm saying? Don't forget yourself. Please don't sell out. I'm not selling out. And selling out is basically when I'm going against my own principles and morals. That's what I feel like selling out is. Selling out is not what the people think about me. Selling out is what I feel about me. Because at the end of the day, I got to look myself in the mirror for all the things that I do. So, you know what I mean? That's how it goes. Right now, I'm working towards my tour. I'm working towards my tour and going to a city near you. I'm working on performing and getting out there a little bit more as far as physically, because a lot of people haven't really seen me in person, and it's so crazy. It's so crazy the impact that I get outside of the internet. Because outside of the internet, when I'm walking the streets, man, the love is crazy. Like the love, those people that come up to me, they remind me why I should still be doing it and why I should keep going. Because the love outside of the internet is totally different from what you see on the internet. One, because people just sitting back in their house truly being the people who they want to be, and you know they're distracted by a lot of different things, and you know but when you see a person one-on-one, then it's just you and that person. Yeah, say I love your music, I love your music more, I love your music more, music videos. Okay, cool. I really appreciate that. Yeah, so that's what that is. And shout out to Nate Parker too, man. Nate Parker was doing The Birth of a Nation, the movie, and he sold it to Fox when I forgot who the other guy that he could have sold it to, but the guy was black who he didn't sell it to. And Nate Parker has been having some bad press lately as far as what the dominant society has been putting towards him. And it's basically what my dog Charlemagne said. It's the system at work. It's the system at work right now. And you got to be mindful of people that want to do their own independent thing. And this is why I always want to do Sex and Friendship and all these other, you know, and all my other independent projects by myself. Because when you try to go through Hollywood, what people don't understand is, you know, it could be twisted. It could be twisted however they would choose to twist it. Because if they're funding your film, then you kind of got to bow down to their rules and their regulation. And a lot of times, man, a lot of black people, my melanoid people, they'll come up with a great idea as far as the script, a film, but at the end of the day, when you're selling it to someone who's white, okay, who's in the dominant society, then you can't expect for everything to go your way. Like Tyler Perry doesn't even have everything going his way, and he's in Hollywood. Some people may say, well, he's doing his things his way because he's making millions of dollars. Yeah, that's true, but Tyler Perry is not truly doing what Tyler Perry wants to do. All right, I hope y'all know that. Tyler Perry ain't really doing what Tyler Perry want to do. Come to Cincinnati. Oh yeah, Cincinnati's a good look. Ohio, they be showing love. What I think about all the killings that's been happening lately, I mean, you know, it's the system at work. That's what we live in. We live in a system of white supremacy. All right, we live in a system of white supremacy, and just know that at all times when you walk outside of your house, even when you're in your house, looking through your phone, whatever, the system is always at work, and your number could be called at any given moment, and you got to be mindful. You know what I'm saying? So everybody's going outside, make sure you got your license on deck, your registrations and everything. You shouldn't be a black person today, especially if you know how to drive. If you're driving and operating a motor vehicle, if you don't know your license or your registration nowadays, and you got to dig for it by the time the police pull you over, you might as well take accountability and just say that you just fucked up. All right? Because you're a prisoner of war. All right? You're a prisoner of war. And you got to understand that, you know, your number could be called at any given moment because you don't know what kind of person that you're going to run into. You might be running into a race soldier impersonating as a cop. Policemen do good work. Race soldiers, they're you know, they're people who pretend to be cops, and those are the people that assassinate and execute black people for no apparent reason and violate all their constitutional rights. So that's how I feel about all the killings and stuff that's been going on. I mean, I wish that, you know, it could be things that's done right now. I mean, we're trying with our whole melanoid empowerment by putting our money into the black bank. Some of us are trying to boycott dominant society, the dominant society's, businesses and stuff like that. But at the same time, what you got to understand is, we won't get nowhere unless we decide to get on one page and really wake up and say that we're ready to walk that yellow brick road. And a lot of us aren't really willing to walk that road, because truth be told, we're comfortable of being dependent on the system. And when you're being dependent on a system, it becomes like crack. You're like a crack baby to the system. It's plenty of people that's dependent. You're dependent on that check that you get every single week from your white boss, because I'm pretty sure they're white. I don't give a damn if the person is black. The person who's giving you your check, the majority of Americans that's black in this country, especially in this country, they're getting their money from somebody that's white. You got welfare, child support, WIC food stamps, all kinds of things, man. Loans, whatever you're doing, you're getting your money and you're being dependent on the system. So when you don't have something going on for yourself, that creates all kinds of complications for your economic group, for your ethnicity, and for your race, and for your own group of people. So you gotta get your own thing popping and your own fun. What are your views on the Black Panther Party? My views on the Black Panther Party? I don't really rock with them. Wait. The Black Panther Party or the new Black Panther Party? Because I like the Black Panther Party. The Black Panther Party, I rock with them all day. But the new Black Panther Party, I don't really get down with, because I don't know if it's real. I feel like it's a bunch of agents in the new Black Panther Party. And they're real questionable too, man. They ain't really been holding up their weight. The new Black Panther Party are nothing compared to the regular Black Panther Party. And it's kind of like a spit in the face to even call themselves that, because, you know what I'm saying, they ain't putting in nowhere near the amount of work that Huey P. and them boys put in back in the day. What is my thoughts on the presidential election? Fuck the elections, man. I ain't, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't vote, because they ain't doing nothing for melanoid people. Everybody talking about, but I don't want Trump to be the next president. When, like my dog Tariq Nasheed said, Hillary ain't nothing but Trump in a dress. Okay? Hillary Clinton ain't nothing but Trump in a dress. So why are we even worried about, who should be our next president when they're not even helping black people and helping our constitutional rights, yet alone just seeing how we're going to be 20, 30 years from now, or even today or tomorrow? We have nothing lined up, in the political process that's in their agenda to help us out. So we only got to help ourselves out. And that's what I feel about it. You know what I'm saying? So make sure that you start voting locally and vote out all these whack-ass white supremacists that's in your district, giving young men violent, overly over punishable sentences, and all these people that's being detrimental to your group, and get their asses up out of there. And then then you worry about the actual presidential political process, because we ain't got no money to vote none of these niggas out. We ain't got no money to vote none of them out. And no matter what we think, no matter what we say, it really doesn't make no difference, because the way white supremacy works is because we say so. What are my thoughts on the riots? I mean, people are going to be who they be, Whenever people get fed up or whatever, that's going to be the reaction. I'm not going to really speak too much on that whole incident as far as people rioting and all the other stuff, because that's just human nature. People riot everywhere. You won't see me out there rioting. We need to do what it takes to create our own politics. Yeah, we do. We actually do. But the thing is, there's a lot of people right now watching, but how many of these people are going to actually try to invest into someone who's their skin color right now, that want to start up their own black business? A lot of us don't even have cousins or uncles or people that's willing to invest in our own dreams. That's that's for melanoid empowerment. You know what I'm saying? And that's what's so sad. That's really what's so sad. I mean, you know, I'm not in no way of shape or form to really, you know, talk bad about it. But at the same time, there are people out here that ask for, you know, certain types of funds to fund their movies and stuff like that. And a lot of times, black people don't really fall through because the first thing black people do is pocket watch. They pocket watch and they be like, well, you know what I'm saying, you done did this, you done did that, so why should we help you? And really, in the same token, what people don't understand is no matter who you are, we're all in the same system. We're all the same. We're all the same people. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're no different from me, except for I just have status. That's it. But status can only take you so far. You know what I'm saying? They can still call your number and pull your plug like you Bill Cosby, or just like any of these athletes that step out of line. Like, they'll still pull your card no matter what. So I don't understand this whole, you know, you're an athlete or you're an entertainer, you get off the hook. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, you might have some things going on where you're getting caught up in the system and you're going through court processes and stuff like that, and you have people in a dominant society in your corner fighting off your legal works and all your legal process and fees and stuff like that, because, you know what I'm saying, because they probably still making money off you and they know they can get their last buck off you, and they're not really ready to throw all their money away, because you going to jail means that they're going to be in debt. This is why you hear about all these entertainers and these rappers. They go through all kinds of trials and they labels back them up and stuff like that, because they still can make money off of them. They're going to be in debt. But like Bobby Shmurda, I feel like he's already had his money made off of him. I feel like if the label really wanted to use him, they could have used him if they wanted to, but they didn't. They didn't use Bobby Shmurda because they already had used their money. They got all their money out of him. You know what I'm saying? Hot Nigga had already done his thing. So by the time he went in jail, Hot Nigga was about to get off the radio. It was coming off the radio. So you gotta understand how it works, man. You know what I mean? Like, the dominant society will only fund you as a black person if you have money to make for them. You know what I'm saying? What about your views on equality? Do you think we have progressed? Okay, what do you mean as, what do you mean inequality? Because I don't think that black people have equality at all in this system at all. Yeah, I don't think there's no such thing as having equality in the system of white supremacy. There's no such thing. Like, how can you have equality as a black person in the system of white supremacy? I mean, just the other day, it was a white guy who shot and killed a police officer. They shot this man with beanbags. They shot this man with beanbags. It was a guy in Florida who shot two couples in the garage or something like that. He ate one of their faces off, like while the dead body was laying there, and they tased this man and got him on up out of there. He was still living. Meanwhile, black people have their hands up and they get shot in the middle of the street. So how is that equality? That's not equality. You know what I'm saying? So I don't care what they want to match it up with. We don't have equality as far as wealth in this country or in this system or in this world. We don't have equality as far as resources. We don't have equality as far as education. We don't have equality as far as privilege. We don't have equality in any of those things. So how are we equal to anyone in this country that's non-black? How? And if you are non-black and you have some type of different ethnicity to you, like being something else outside of black, yeah, you have certain types of privileges because you have people in your group that's willing to empower and you know what I'm saying, get you up out of certain types of situations, whether they know you or not. And to be honest, I think the people who really, really ride for each other the most as black people, a group of black people, I'm talking about as far as like being on the cold, helping each other out because you're like me. I'm gonna say Haitians, man. Haitians really got it down pat. Like, they may not economically empower each other the way they should, but I know for a fact that, you know, whenever something happened to them as far as physically, the Haitians hold each other down. They don't give a damn who you are. You a Zoe, nigga. I got your back. But that's how black people should look at each other in general. We should all look at each other and be like, dang, you know what, he black. Let me help that black man. That black man getting harassed by the police. Let me go over there and, you know what I'm saying, and check into that real quick. But we don't do that. Every black person that we see in the mall, we gotta look at them with the sketch eye because we think that they're gonna do something to us. You know what I'm saying? So that's how it works. That's how the system of white supremacy works. It makes us hate ourselves and love their wealth. That's what Kanye said. All this stuff is true. So no equality in the system of white supremacy. Y'all make sure y'all know that. All right. What do you think about all African Americans going back to Africa? That shit don't mean nothing, man. We still in the system. We still in the system. It don't matter. Like, apartheid is still going on in Africa. What you talking about? Like, if anything, we'll probably be worse over there, to be honest with you. So all this whole black people going back to Africa junk, that don't mean nothing. What do you think needs to be done to restore the love in black communities? Well, one, we got to start respecting our women. We got to start respecting our black women and really making them feel secure and protected, to know that, you know, that there's some brothers that's willing to step up and say, look, man, I understand that you're going through a lot. I understand that, you know, our dads and our fathers and our brothers and our uncles are not here, you know, and they're missing, and, you know, a lot of us don't do our part, but there are some black men that do ride for you. And I think that once we can start off by supporting one another, like black men ride for black women and black women ride for black men, then you have something going for yourself where you can learn to empower yourself. And I'm not just talking about empowering the person who you're sleeping with. I'm talking about your mother, sister, everybody. You know what I'm saying? Anybody who looks just like you got to start by treating them with respect, whether they get on your nerves or not. So we got to just learn how to deal with each other and stop cutting each other off, because that person who you cutting off, man, they could build you. So don't cut off your brother. Help your brother and help mold your brother. You know what I'm saying? As long as you know, right along with your sister, because we all need each other at this point in time. We all need each other. And when you think that you've gotten your way, and you think that white people helping you out, they will humble you and let you know. They will let you know who you are at the end of the day, and you're gonna be right back home with us. So you know who your peoples are at the end of the day, man, because you ain't too good for nobody. This is why the whole crab in the bucket mentality kicks in, and it's in full effect, because that's whole Willie Lynch syndrome. That's all Willie Lynch syndrome, man. You know what I'm saying? It's the system is really built to lynch you that way. Even your own people. Even if the dominant society don't lynch you with their own hands, they will set you up in a way so your own people can lynch you when you think that you've gotten it your way. So don't think that you're too good in the system, because just realize where you at. We all need each other. All right? Our black men need to help our black women, and our black women need to continue to help and be there for our black men, because we understand it's hard for brothers out here. You know what I'm saying? Brothers in and out of jail, you're dealing with homosexuality. You know what I'm saying? That cuts off alone a lot of the G connects, because then you got the real G's that don't fuck with the people who are homosexual. Then you got people who are broke, kicking down other people's doors. Every black person knows a black person that done robbed somebody before. So it's a lot of things that we're dealing with in this country, in this system, that we got to clean out, and just understand that, look, all right, first you got to look yourself into the mirror and look at yourself and say, all right, what kind of person do I want to be? All right, I understand I'm conscious. I understand that I'm seeking the truth, but what do I want to do? What are my next initial steps? And you got to write down all the things that you're willing to die for, all the things that you're willing to live for, and, you know, align your life with the right people in your circle. And once you start to build your own ideologies, as long as they're logical and they can help empower other people, because if it ain't empowering your people or other people, then you need to give it up. But if it is empowering people for the good and for the better, then I would say, you know what I'm saying, go that route, and look yourself in the mirror, and only surround yourself with people who will help, you know, bring your dreams to life. And I feel like if we can all do that, reach one, teach one, reach one, teach one, reach one, teach one, then we'll have a whole unity going on. And this is why the Nation of Islam is so tight, and why they're so effective at what they do. One, because it's the religious base, so we all know that when you make something religious based. But anything can be religion. Religion doesn't have anything to do with God. You know what I mean? Because God didn't make religion. That's what people don't understand. So we get caught up into this whole religion thing, like Christianity, Buddhism, and all this other stuff, and, you know, Islam. God does not make religion, okay? Religion is just there to, it's practical, all right? That's all religion is. Religion is being practical. So what are you willing to be practical about? Your melanoid empowerment? Are you willing to be practical with being a sex addict? What are you willing to be practical about? Because whatever you're the most practical of doing or at, then most likely that's your religion. So if getting money is all you do, you know what I'm saying? That's your religion. So if helping your people is all you do, that's your religion. If all you do is go to the church and you praise God in your church, that's your religion. Your religion is praising God. Your religion, is not what people say what you are. It's what you make it. It's what you're practicing. So what we need to start doing as melanoid people, we need to start being practical by helping our people each and every day, no matter how much it drains us and hurts us. And realize that you only got so much energy throughout the day to spare. You only got so much energy to give. God only give you so much energy, all right? You can't help everybody, can't please everybody. Just know you can't do that. You got people in your corner that want to ask for $1. So you might have a girlfriend that want to spend time with you. You might have a homeboy that want to go out and get drinks. But you got to get this job done. And if you don't, then you already know what time it is. So that's where we can start at, man. Look yourself in the mirror and realize what kind of people do you have in your life. Let go of those people who aren't being beneficial to your life, who aren't bringing any tangible things to the table. Like, why have them around? You know what I mean? Like, you can't. And make sure you're holding everybody accountable for all their actions and what they do. Because everybody can talk, but who's really going to take action? And that's what we're lacking out here. We got a bunch of niggas out here talking. Ain't nobody doing nothing. Ain't nobody walking. Ain't nobody doing nothing. Everybody out here just talking. And that's what we got to change about ourselves. You know what I mean? So that's why I say I really, really commend everyone who's been supporting the Korean Games campaign, supporting her kids, because, it is about the kids. It's all about the children, And I got a bunch of people who follow me who actually believe in the melanoid empowerment, or just believe in just empowering someone in general. So when I ask for y'all to step up to the plate and make your donations and stuff like that, y'all fall through. I really appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all know what's up. It doesn't take 100 million people to get to the goal. All you need is 1,000 good soldiers. 1,000 good soldiers. And I'm going to say 10,000 good soldiers. You got 10,000 good soldiers, you can take over a whole nation. But what I'm saying, if you got 1,000 good soldiers that's willing to ride for you, then you good. You don't need 1 million. And this is why people get social media so misconstrued with everything, because they look at someone with 1 million followers and say, well, damn, how come the views and everything don't match up? Because you got a bunch of people coming in and out. And there is no game plan, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of times people don't want to stick to your game plan as far as what you got going on, because they only want to hear certain types of things from you. And this is what I've been going through. You know what I'm saying? Some people want to hear certain things from me, but you got to understand that you're going to get a different type of spoken on a different type of day, because I'm working on building a brand. I'm not focusing on, the man himself. I'm not focusing on trying to just satisfy you. I'm focusing on building a brand. Building a brand it doesn't come overnight. Building a brand takes years, you know what I mean? Like, ask Steve Jobs. Ask anybody who's been doing something for years, and ask them how many times have they had some cold years? How many times where they had to reheat themselves back up and try to find the right formula, and realize that some formulas don't work each and every day like it did 4 or 5 years ago. Sometimes you have to reboost and re-upgrade your computer, or upgrade your platforms, you know what I mean? So you got to understand that you don't need that many followers to get your job done. You don't at all. All you need is 1,000 good ones. And in the words, just like I'm reading the comments, to say, well, even 300 like the Spartan. That's true. You don't need that many people, man. There's so many people with so many fans, but they can't get the albums to sell off the store at the Best Buy. Like, come on. Can't even get your music to pop off. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, 115 watching right now, but guess what? More people are going to watch this when a video drops, when the session is over with. It's going to be on my SpokenReasonsTV. It's going to be on my Facebook. But I got 100 and some people that's willing to listen to what I'm saying, because I'm speaking some tangible things. I'm speaking things that 10,000 motherfuckers cannot even take me saying. They can't even appreciate what I'm saying because they don't understand what I'm saying. And it's not for them. It's for y'all. You know what I'm saying? It's for y'all. It's not for them. So everybody that's hearing what I'm saying, these are jewels that could take you a mighty long way if you just listen to what I'm saying and don't try to focus on, oh, is he being funny or not? Because what I'm really doing, I'm really actually empowering you all and telling you some things that I've actually been through, because I'm not telling you nothing that I haven't been through. So this is why I'm actually talking to y'all on live stream, because I want to get more closer with y'all. You know what I mean? And you know, and like I said, back in the day, I actually did do this a lot, but I want to do this more. So whatever I gotta do to make sure that I'm being consistent with you all, make sure you hit me up in the messages, the Facebook, the Twitter, the Instagram, all that stuff, and I'm around. But y'all listen to what I'm saying, man. Don't listen to what these other cats saying if it don't make sense. If it makes sense, call me a liar. If it does make sense, then you know what I'm saying, keep doing what you do. But until I start telling a lie to y'all, y'all let me know. Y'all let me know and come to me with y'all receipts saying that the shit I'm kicking is a bunch of bullshit. Because I know it's not. I know it's not. It may not be presented the way you want it to be, but I guarantee, tell me and bring the receipts when y'all say I'm lying. All right? So I know exactly what I'm talking about.